hiding. It has to be around somewhere.
I'd like to get him in to run some tests as soon as he's strong enough.
Oh, you know, at the rate he's going, it won't be long now.
Excuse me, has my wife been out yet?
No, I'm sorry, Mr. Cranston. She's still in with her father.
I see. Well, thank you.
Will you let go of me?
What did Cece tell you?
It was a private conversation. I have no intention of repeating it. I want to know what he said.
You know, you have a bad habit of not listening to people.
What did he tell you?
If I were you, I would just start packing my bags. We'll see about that. We'll see who goes and who stays.
Are you still here? As far as I can tell. What is it you're waiting for? I'm waiting to talk to Eden. Well, she's still talking to her father. I know that. She may be quite a while. I'm in no hurry. Well, I suggest you go. I'll have her call you, or you can try her back later. How come you're so anxious to get rid of me? I don't think I need to explain that. It's enough that I asked you to leave. And I've asked you nicely. I'd rather not make it an order. You couldn't do that if you wanted to, Kirk. Now that Mr. C is recovering, he'll be calling the shots around here. Well, where Eden's concerned, I call him. I don't want you around my wife. Is that right? Aren't you the same guy who asked me to find your wife for you? That's right, and you did find her, and you brought her back, and you have my thanks. Now, please, take them and go. Well, I'll show you personally. Excuse me. I'm not done with that. I'm not going to leave until I talk to Eden. You're determined to make an issue out of this, aren't you? Yes.
You want to know if I saw too much? My eyes were open sometimes.
You saw everything?
Yes, baby. I know it was you.
Daddy, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't tell you what's happened since then. Everything that's happened, I've never forgiven myself. So I don't expect you to, but I'm so sorry.
Please stop.
I'm so sorry, Daddy.
Don't do that. There's nothing to forgive. Nothing. Don't you understand that? Dolly, I love you very much. There's nothing to forgive. I didn't tell you to make you suffer. I just want you to know that I know that's all. So you wouldn't wonder anymore.
Daddy, I don't know what happened to me. And you knew I was here.
I remember you coming into the room, walking to the edge of the bed, and talking to me.
I'm wearing your favorite dress, Daddy. In my dreams, I'm always wearing it. I wanted to get rid of it because it frightened me. But I don't know why, but I still have it. In my dreams, I come into your room and I do what you want me to.
It's all right. I understand.
Terrific. I don't believe they actually went and left us stuck out here.
Well, they did. And if Kelly thinks this is going to bring about some kind of reconciliation, she is wrong. She's dead.
I probably had it disconnected.
They could put us in a jail cell together for a year and it still wouldn't solve anything. What happened between us cannot be ironed out.
Fine, if that's the way you feel about it.
How else should I feel about it?
Come on, Nick. Kelly loves you.
Don't you hand me that. You both betrayed me. The woman I love and my own brother. And I want you both out of my life.
Well, are you going to go or do I have to throw you out? I will if I have to. I guess you can give it your best shot. My best shot will do just fine. Are you going? No.
Two such children. There's a sick man in the house, and all you two can do is fight.
You're right, Gina. He's not worth it.
No, go ahead. Don't let me stop you. You two can beat each other's brains out for all I care. So what was that all about?
I'm waiting here to talk to Eden. He thought it was a bad idea.
Well, she's in with her father. I imagine she's going to be a while.
You still waiting for your turn to talk to him?
As a matter of fact, I am. I seem to be rather low on the list. Below the servants, even the servants' children. But that's not necessarily a disadvantage.
Yeah. You must be a little worried about what he's going to say to you anyway, huh?
What makes you think that?
Now, come on, Gina. It's no secret you were on pretty thin ice around here before Mr. C had his attack. My guess is the ice hasn't gotten that much thicker.
Maybe not. But I do my best work on thin ice. Thank you for worrying about me anyway. It's awfully nice. If you insist on staying, why don't you go ahead and make yourself at home? Since you are being so sweet, I can't refuse you my hospitality.
Darling, I know what you've been going through. I know the guilt you must be feeling. But you got to put that out of your mind. I asked you to do it, and I had no right to do that. I had no right to put that kind of burden on you.
Daddy, you were suffering. And the doctor said there was no hope. All of them, all the time.
Sweetheart, I asked you to do it. Don't you understand that? What I asked you to do was right. It was right.
No, it wasn't, Daddy. You see, because if I would have succeeded, you wouldn't be here with us.
Eden, you just listen to me. You knew that I didn't want to be kept alive artificially. And everybody said that was the best I could hope for. If that was to be the only way, I'd still want my life ended. I just never should have asked you to do it. It was not something you burden your own daughter with, and I hope you can forgive me.
Daddy. Daddy.
Oh, I am so grateful to have a daughter like you, I cannot tell you. I am just so glad you weren't caught. I would be so responsible. Actually.
Daddy, if you saw me in the room, then you had to see Kirk, too.
I felt a man there, yes. Was that him?
Well, yes, he knew what I was going to do, and he protected me. He set up an alibi, and he covered up evidence. I know it had to be very difficult for him.
Then I am indebted to him.
Well, there were certain times, Daddy, that Kirk was the only person that managed to pull me through because I was really frightened of the police.
Do you mean Cruz?
He handled the investigation.
Eden, tell me about Cruz. I want to know what happened. You were supposed to be married. Why? What happened?
Just couldn't make a go of it, that's all.
Honey, please. You have never lied to me before. Don't start now. Was it because of what I asked you to do? Is that the reason? Does he know what I asked you to do?
We talked about it. We talked about what you wanted and whether I was able to do it. He was totally against it. He said it was illegal and immoral, and he was completely opposed to it.
That does not surprise me about him.
But, Daddy, he was protecting me, too.
I don't understand what you're saying to me. How could Cruz be protecting you?
I think he's been covering up evidence that I was the one that disconnected your life support systems. I know he has evidence, I just don't know what.
Eden, if that's the case, he's jeopardizing so much for your sake. His job, his career, his honesty and integrity.
That's why I broke it off with him, because I knew that he couldn't live with me in that kind of a lie.
If that didn't happen, would you have married him?
I don't know. We were going to announce our engagement that night, Daddy, before I did what I did. But we argued and quarreled, and we really broke it off. So we had our problems.
No. You're just saying that to make me not feel responsible.
Well, I'm married to Kirk now. No one could have helped me the way he has.
I'm grateful to him, but do you love him?
Yes. More and more.
Baby, are you happy?
I'm happy now that you're getting better. I'm very happy.
I hope you are. I've always been worried about Cruz.
No, I thought you'd gotten over that.
No, I resigned myself to it. I gave you both my blessing, but I was worried about stormy relationships that you might have. Your backgrounds are so different than you are and can be a very willful woman. But now there is Kirk, and he seems totally devoted to you. And he's one of our kind, isn't he? So maybe it is a better match.
I'm glad I found someone you approve of.
I just want to let you know how I feel. You know, of course, I will not say anything anymore to anybody about what occurred, but can we be sure about Cruz?
He hasn't said anything up until now. I don't think he ever will.
Okay, then we can rest easy. So, why don't you tell me all about the company, huh?
Well, it's been a handful. I've made a lot of mistakes. Mason's pounced on every one of them. I'm sure you've heard about them.
Mason is always trying to make me believe it's worse than it really is. I'll look into it.
You know, he's trying to take over the company again.
Mason won't take anything away from anybody. You believe what I tell you.
What about Gina?
Don't even give her another thought.
You know, she's been even more difficult than she's ever been lately.
Let me handle her. Don't even talk to her. Don't even let her know we discussed her.
I won't. You should get some rest now.
I'm not tired.
Talk again tomorrow. I love you.
I love you, too.
And I missed you.
Eden. Send Kirk in to me, will you, please? As soon as possible.
Before.
It's all right. You'll find out soon enough.
You can use this phone, or if you'd rather have more privacy, there's one in the study.
Thank you. We'll use the one in the study.
Rosa, is Eden still in her father's room?
Yes.
Thanks.
Cruz,
Yeah,
can I talk to you?
sure.
It's about Santana. I don't want her hurt. I think she has very strong feelings for you, Cruz.
I know that.
And I think you still have feelings for Eden.
Well, I'm concerned about her. I can't help that.
You call it concern? I'd call it something deeper. But whatever it is, I hope you'll remember that sometimes people get so wrapped up in their own feelings they forget about other people's.
Rosa, I don't want to hurt Santana.
I saw how upset she was when she left the house. I like you, Cruz. I love Santana. I don't want her to be hurt. May I get you something while you're waiting?
You're an idiot.
What?
I said you're an idiot. I mean, I can't believe you're going to give up on Kelly this fast. I mean, 2 days ago, you were willing to fight, maybe even kill for her. I mean, look at you now.
Are you that anxious to get killed?
No, but I am that anxious for you to get some of this out of you. It's not good to hold it in the way you've been doing. Nick, I know that Kelly said that she was going to wash her hands of both of us, but that was just talk. And if you could see it, to get by some of this stuff that you think happened between us, I know you two could get together. I know you could be happy with each other.
All right. I'll get by it. But I need something from you. I need for you to admit the truth. Tell me you slept with Kelly. Admit it! Do that for me. And maybe I'll let go of it.
No. I never slept with Kelly. I swear it.
I don't believe you.
Why not?
Because I know you too well, Dylan.
What are you talking about?
It's like when we were back home. Any girl you wanted, you got. Me. It's everything I could do just to get them to notice me, but they fell all over you.
Wait a second. I don't believe this. You're jealous of me because I was a high school makeout artist?
I remember how you used to brag about the fact that you could get any girl that you wanted. Just by giving them some certain look, huh?
No, I don't remember anything like that.
There was one girl in particular. Amy? Amy Montemoreno? Yes? You bet me $50 that you could sleep with her inside of a week. 4 days later, you were taking my money. I can think of any number of your conquests. All the way up through Janice. And then there was Kelly.
No, that's not true. Kelly was...
I see. Yes, Kelly was different. I bet I know how. Because there was something that happened with Kelly that never happened with any of your conquests. You fell in love.
Nick, you've got it all.
Shut up! I don't want to hear anything from you. I was a fool not to have seen it. Maybe you thought I would never see it. Sure, we can pull anything over on good old Nick.
Nick, it's not...
I said I didn't want to hear anything from you! We are through, Dylan. I am sick of your lies, and you're taking anything that you want. I am so tired of being your brother.
Can't do anything about that.
Oh, no? Just watch me. You are not my brother. There. You see how easy it is? And when we get off of this rig, I never want to set eyes on you again.
Why do I get the feeling that we're both wasting your time here?
Or not.
Well, you took terrific notes here. This is all I need. I just need to scan them real quick, and I'll be caught up.
But I can test you. Make sure you know it. Cute guys are my specialty.
Well, I took terrible notes, but I got the book memorized. So.
But I know Troutman's tests. I can turn your B+ into an A. So, where were we?
Asexual reproduction.
Right. Not my favorite kind, but it's a start.
Oh, well. What's this? Homework?
Yeah, we're studying for some midterms here. She's helping me with biology.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Hi.
Hello. Well?
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Virginia Isley, and this is my stepmother, Gina Kaplan.
Oh, nice to meet you. Sure have a nice home.
Well, thank you.
Teddy showed me around before we started studying.
Gina, we really need to do some studying here, please.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go right ahead. Nice meeting you, Virginia.
You too. Hope to see you again sometime.
Well, you were in there a long time. What did he say?
Daddy saw me do it.
He saw you?
He saw me disconnect the life support systems. He says he'll never say anything.
Well, he shouldn't. After all, he wanted you to do it.
I said that you were a big help during that time. He's very grateful. He'd like to see you.
Now?
As soon as possible.
Did he say about what?
No. Though I doubt it's anything to worry about.
How does he feel about our marriage?
He approves.
Does he? Or is I was not just saying that.
Daddy always says what he means.
Yeah, I bet he does.
Aren't you gonna go in?
Yeah. Wish me luck.
You're gonna be just fine.
What is it?
I wanted a chance to explain about Eden, about what she was doing at the beach house.
You've already explained.
Yeah, but you were still upset when you left.
I told you that it upsets me to see you and Eden together. That's all. It has nothing to do with what you did.
Does that mean I can come in?
Sure.
Look. The only reason she was there is because she was upset. She needed somebody to talk to.
Her husband wasn't available?
Santana, Eden and I shared a great deal together. All of that isn't going to just disappear overnight. I have a connection to her, to the whole Capwell family. So do you, for that matter, to the Capwells. I mean, I expect you to understand that.
I know.
It doesn't change the way I feel about you. But I'm not going to cut myself off from those people. I mean, a whole lot of unpleasant stuff could be coming to the surface now with Mr. C recovering, and I intend to be there to help him.
Well, what about Gina? Are you just going to give up on her?
No, I've been waiting to see if Mr. C could remember something about that night. Maybe he even saw Gina.
Is that possible?
Sure, it's possible. And that's what I was doing at the house. Just trying to get to the bottom of this mess.
I'm sorry. I'm acting like a jealous fool.
No, it's not your fault. Don't brag on yourself.
You know, I've really given serious thought to just pulling that thing right out of the wall.
Well, until you do, you better answer it.
Yeah. Hello?
Santana, it's Eden. Is Cruz there? The police station said he could be reached at this number.
Yes, he's here.
May I speak to him, please?
Just a minute. Guess who?
Hello?
Cruz, did I catch you at a bad time?
No, what's up?
Well, I just came out of my daddy's room. We had a long talk, and I need to see you. Right away, if you have the time.
About what?
About the night that his life support systems were disconnected. It's important.
All right.
Can you come right away?
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She wants to see you, right?
She says it's important.
Well, of course it's important. Everything she wants is important. So I guess you'll be going.
I have to.
For old time's sake?
Now, Santana, what am I supposed to say
Now,
about
don't
that?
listen to me. You know, she's got a husband. Isn't that enough?
I'll come back as soon as I can.
Yeah, right. So I guess, my guess is that I'll be here waiting for you.
I hope so.
think I feel on top of it now, thanks to your notes.
Well, still shaking 2 chapters. I think a couple more sessions will do you.
Well, I hope so. Listen, though, thanks again for your notes. Help me unbundle.
Listen, I was wondering, what would you think about us maybe catching a movie together some night? Or do you like movies?
Oh, yeah, sure I do.
Me too.
Okay, all right, sure, why not?
You free Saturday?
Yeah,
Well, shall we do it then?
yeah, why not? I'll pick you up at 6:30.
Oh, that'll be great. Thanks, Ted.
Well, thank you. Your notes, they really helped me out.
Well, I guess it started.
What's that?
Co-eds coming after you from all directions. Some of them will even be prettier than the little girl that just left.
She's okay.
Sure she is. But if you're smart, you'll watch yourself. Some of them are going to want your body,
I hope so.
and more of them are going to want your money.
Well, I'd rather give him my body.
It's no joke, Ted. There's a lot of gold diggers out there. And no matter what they tell you, all the come-ons, how they love your mind and your soul, well, don't be so vain as to believe it. When you're someone who comes from the kind of family money that you do, that's what the girls are really after.
You should know.
What did you say?
I said you should know.
And just what is that supposed to mean?
Well, you married Dad for his money, didn't you?
What are you talking about? I loved your father.
Oh, Gina, come on.
I did. How long have you thought that?
Well, for a while now. Yeah, I never liked the way you acted when Dad was sick. You didn't want him to get better. In fact, you were hoping he'd die.
That's not true. I can't believe you'd say that. I thought you were my friend. You're the one person in the family I
Gina, stop trying to con me.
You're the one person who treated me nicely.
Well, I guess it just takes me a little longer to see for what people really are. Anyway, I'd just like it for you to stay out of my personal life. I don't need your advice. I sure as heck don't want it.
You're going to regret that, Teddy boy.
I'm very impressed with what I heard about you, Kirk.
Thank you, sir.
And after this incident with Eden, when you protected her, I am very grateful for that.
Well, I love her, Mr. Capwell. I'd do just about anything for her.
You've already demonstrated that. Now, as far as you and Eden running Capwell during my illness, I'll have to reserve judgment on that until I look at the figures.
Mm-hmm.
But Eden has shown me your credentials, and I'm very impressed. We'll work well together.
Be a privilege, sir. I've been interested in Capwell Enterprises for a long time.
Oh, I would like to get out and exercise again. I love to ride.
Sure you'll be able to before long.
Do you like horses?
Yes, sir.
I have a roan that you would love to try.
I haven't ridden in quite a while.
There's nothing to it. You know, for you to take Eden away from Cruz Castillo, you must be a very special young man.
You think a lot of him, don't you?
We've been associated a long time. He's a good worker, with a fine mind. Only I would not have picked him to marry Eden.
I know she cared for him.
Young man, Eden is a romantic. As a matter of fact, I don't think she's got him out of her system yet. As for Cruz, he's a very determined young man. I don't think he's going to give up too easily. So, if I'm right, you have a contest on your hands.
Cruz and I have been contending over Eden for some time now. But it doesn't bother me. I can hold my own with him.
I hope so. I'd hate to see you lose out after coming this far.
There's something I want to say, and I know you don't want to hear it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Nick, I always had a lot of admiration for you.
Oh, I'm not interested in your bull.
Look, I loved you. I looked up to you when we were growing up, and it hasn't changed now.
Under the circumstances, you really think that I give a damn?
Look, I don't blame you for being angry with me. Look, if I was in your shoes, I would feel the same way.
Stop being so understanding. This has more to do with just with Kelly. This goes way back, right to the very beginning.
What are you talking about now?
Everything between us, everything that was competitive. It always led to an argument, a fight. No matter what it was, whether it was boxing or checkers, it always led to a fight to the finish, and I'm so sick of it.
Well, I don't know why you were so sick of it, because you always won.
The hell I did. For starters, you were always a better swimmer than I was.
So I was a better swimmer. You were good, too.
You're always better than me about that.
Well, if you want to go back to something we were discussing earlier, and you want to know the truth about it, you were always better with girls than I was. I think I went for quantity. You were smarter than I was. You went for quality, like with Kelly. I never had any luck going that route.
Certainly how you feel.
Man, that's how it was. You know, I should know. I lived through it.
I don't believe you. I think you're just saying these things so you can kind of patch things up.
It's amazing. It's amazing how someone can go through their whole lives without realizing how someone else sees them. What someone else thinks about them. I envied you. I swear I did.
Kirk, wait. What did Cece say to you?
It was a private conversation, Gina. I can't repeat it.
Did he say anything about that night? Did he see Eden?
Private, Gina.
Hey, don't play games with me, Kirk. Tell me what's going on. I can tell by the look on your face that he did see Eden, didn't he? He saw Eden and not me. Because if he'd seen me, it would have been the first thing out of his mouth when he woke up. So that's why he's keeping quiet. He's protecting Eden just like you're protecting her. If you call lying to her, telling her she's the one who pulled the plug protecting her.
And we're going to go on protecting Eden. Do you understand?
No, I understand. I just don't agree with it.
Wipe the smile off your face. You're going to do as you're told. Otherwise, I'll tell the police who really did pull the plug.
Gina, I'm ready to see you now.
Oh, Mr. Campwell, we have the results of those tests now.
I was about to have a conversation with my darling wife, but I'm sure she wouldn't mind waiting, would you, dear?
No, of course not.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Capwell. This won't take long.
Why don't you just be a good sport and die?
Daddy saw me. He said I'm the one who disconnected the life support systems.
He said that?
Yes. So if you're going to take me in, I suggest you do it now. If not, then let's close the file and get on with our lives.
I can't close an unsolved case. Even if I had the inclination, I don't have the authority.
Well, surely there must be some way. We have to end this. For you as well as I.
Eden, I have evidence against you. What do I do with that?
I don't know. Can't you destroy it?
Oh, yeah, that'd be simple, wouldn't it? I could just get rid of it and then pretend this whole thing never happened.
Well, wouldn't that be the easiest way? No one was hurt. No one has to be. There doesn't have to be any more loose ends. Everything between you and I can be finished. You don't even have to come back to this house if you don't want to.
Is that what you want? You want me out of your life for good?
I think it would be best for both of us.
Best for me?
You have Santana now.
And you have Kirk and your dad. It's a lucky lady who has 2 men to protect her.
I've had 3 people protecting me. So I'm even luckier.
Mrs. Capwell.
Is he all right? Can I see him?
I'm afraid your husband's really too tired to see anyone else today. We've given him a sedative.
Well, when can I see him?
I think it would be best if you came back in the morning.
In the morning? Oh, come on, I've been waiting all day. This is very important that I talk to him.
Well, certainly not more important than your husband's health.
What's going on? What do you mean he's too tired? He's been seeing people all day, and all of a sudden he's too tired when it comes to see me?
Mr. Capwell wanted to see you. We had to convince him that it was in his best interest to wait. I'm sorry, Mrs. Capwell, but you're going to have to accept our judgment on this.
Nick, would you sit down?
No. I'm staying on this damn rig. No. I'm getting out of here.
Oh, what do you have in mind? A little short commuter flight back to the mainland? Or maybe you're going to swim? It's only 12 miles.
I don't care how far it is. I just want to get away from you.
Wait a second. Are you out of your mind? It's 9 o'clock at night. It's dark. It's 12 miles. Look, they're going to be here in the morning to pick us up.
Fine. You wait for them. I'm getting out of here.
You're crazy. I'm not going to let you do it.
Well, you're going to have a hell of a time trying to stop me.
Nick, you're going to get cramps. You cannot swim that far.
When Kelly shows up to pick you up in the morning, you tell her it didn't work. It was a dumb idea. And if I see you again on the mainland, it'll be too soon.
Wait a minute, Nick, don't be so stubborn. Nick, wait. He's crazy. He's going to drown. Nick, hold on a second.
Some more towels.
Kirk, would you look at this?
What?
Someone broke the lock. Someone broke the lock off my desk. Did you do this?
Yes.
Why?
Eden, I told you I don't want you keeping secrets from me. If we're going to have any kind of a marriage, we have to be open and honest with each other.
Everybody has a right to some privacy.
Sweetheart, I'm your husband. And I've stood by you and helped you through probably one of the worst times in your life. But what, my thanks is that you keep things locked away from me? What was in there? What were you hiding from me?
Private things. Things not anyone should be able to see. Not just you, anyone. I can't believe you do this to me.
Well, I can't believe you keep things locked away from me. I mean, after everything that I know already, what more could there be that you want to hide from me? Well, Eden, answer me.
I don't want to talk to you right now. I have had an incredible day, and now you do this. I want to be left alone.
In other words, you like me to leave?
I want to be left alone.
Hello? Why are you sitting in the dark?
I'm not. I'm sitting in the firelight.
Are you all right?
I was just, thinking.
Maybe I shouldn't have come. I was so anxious to hear what you found out over at the Capwells. I wanted to know what Cece had told you. Were we right? Did Gina try to kill him?
No, it wasn't Gina.
It wasn't?
Mm-mm.
Cruz? Then who was it? Do you know?
All I can say for sure is that it wasn't her. So as far as I'm concerned, that's a dead issue.
What about Gina? How am I ever going to get Brandon back?
Well, if we're going to nail her on something, it's going to have to be something else. And right now, I don't know what that is.
Maybe I shouldn't have come. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Look, please don't be hurt. I just need to be alone right now.
I'm not hurt. Goodbye.
Ever since I married him, I've stayed inside myself, missing you, wishing her with you. But after a while, Cruz, after a while, the loneliness gets so bad that you're afraid you're just going to disappear. If you don't let someone touch you or hold you, you begin to feel like you don't exist. But I couldn't get through this day if I didn't somehow say that I love you, Cruz. In my heart, I still belong to you. Nothing can change that. I wish I could really send this to you, but I know I can't. You don't need to know how I feel. You need to be free to live your life. But I'll never stop loving you.